The following Jackass Nation production is powered by Cinelinx. Cinelinx.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinx. Coming to you from the Kayfabe Studio in Highland Park, Texas. He was born in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. Raised by Wilson Fisk in Hell's Kitchen, New York. Did his studies in FABOLO Sin City, Las Vegas. He's straight out of Compton. And brought to you in part by the Offshoots Network. He's pro wrestling, 4-time tag team champion, current, reigning, and defending ETCW heavyweight champion, writer, podcaster, bringing you his opinions on film, television, pro wrestling, sports, and everyday life. He is the Jersey Jackass, B to the C. You're listening to It Is What It Is. On this episode, the Mad Zak joins BC for the top 10 films of 2017. And now, your host, the Jackass.
Yo, 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 it is what it is, and what it is it is what it is, with your host, the one, the only, the Jersey Jackass, your boy, B to the C. Hit me up on all social media, at Real Jackass BC, that's RealJackassBC. Join the conversation at hashtag IiWiIJA. This show is powered by Cinelinx.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinx, as well as it is produced by the Offshoots Radio Network. Make sure you check out the Offshoots on all social media, or on all podcast platforms. So many great shows that you could check out over there. So anyway, guys, welcome to the show. This is going to be a great episode. It's going to be a rather long episode because Zack has once again joined me, and we are back. We are talking a lot of movies. And, when me and Zack get together, sometimes we go a little long. There's also a special guest appearance by Zack's daughter, McKinley. So definitely be prepared for that. That's a little bit toward the later half of the episode. Right before we do our number one picks, she comes in and tells you her top 3 movies of the year. So it's definitely something you're going to be excited for. McKinley is the cutest little kid on earth. So big shout out to Zack for bringing her over here. She was really good. She sat here and listened to us go on and on and on. She just sat and watched TV in the other room. She was very good. Very proud of her. That's why she got 2 presents for Christmas from me. But anyway, guys, we got a big show coming down this weekend. MPX presents MPX Factor. It's going to be a great show. Frankie and I have decided we are taking the night off. We won't be there. We are recouping from all the BS that we had to deal with at Time Warp, because Frankie should be the MPX heavyweight champion, or MPX champion. Unfortunately, he is not, and it is for no good reason. The referee was blind. People cheated. Hulk Hogan doesn't lose. So, but anyway, MPX is putting on a great show going down this weekend, and Creative has something for Jason Silver, and that is a mystery opponent. Who will show up to take on Jason Silver? Front row's already sold out. Make sure you get there to see the show. The Kingsman, Michael Schaefer, friend of the show, is on a roll after his attitude change in December, so Creative has him matched up against one of their oldest allies in pro wrestling, the real deal, Nobi Bryant. Nobi has been around Creative since their days in PCW. He knows what is expected of him, and Schaefer better be on his game this Saturday night. Max Sterling has not gotten along with creative for some time, even got his butt kicked by the Macho Jackass, B to the C. Oh yeah. This past weekend at Time Warp, it was an incredible match. And I got the victory, of course. But, so he hasn't been getting along. Although, Creative's personal assistant, Sarah, seems to have no problem with Max. But this Saturday night, Max will face for the first time ever one-on-one main event Mike Fox. This is not going to be one that you're going to want to miss. You definitely want to be there to check it out. After the events of Time Warp, the Prince has demanded a singles match. Prince Canoe takes on the Outlaw, Randy Wayne, one-on-one. The Prince feels disrespected by Wayne, both before and during their matchup, and plans on beating the respect he deserves out of the Outlaw. Richter Reigns has a new lease on life in MPX with his win this past Saturday night in the casket match. Now Creative has placed Richter and Zero in a match for the MPX tag team titles against DTF. But this DTF combo has no Andy Dalton, who is out of town, or Scott McKenzie, who is injured, and with Brent McKenzie in the MPX title match, it will fall to Machiko and Xavier Daniels to defend the titles for DTF. Now, the rematch is finally here. Former MPX champion Brett McKenzie takes on the reigning champion Baby D. Baby D used her Prospect Championship cash-in to take the title off a wounded McKenzie. This time it's one-on-one. Who will walk away with the title this weekend at MPX Factor? Now, the main event of the evening, this Saturday night. It's one of the biggest matches in MPX history. One of the biggest six-man tag matches that we've ever seen in Texas. ECW legend Justin Credible teams with Joey Garcia and James Johnson to face the Impact players Ryan Remington and the Tommy Becker, as well as Dave Sigan. Can Jamie Aller's group overcome the appearance of the original Impact player? You do not want to miss out. This is going to be one hell of a fight. Now, it's a brand new year, guys, and MPX is still running every single Saturday night, so make sure you make it out there. 510 Harwood Road, Bedford, Texas. Doors open at 7:30. Do not miss out on everything going down. But that's not it. That's not all the wrestling that's going down in Texas, guys. This month brings us another brand new ETCW show, as the date is not yet set in stone, but be prepared because I will be there with the World Heavyweight Championship, and I cannot wait to display it, show it, represent it. ETCW. It's going down. It's a brand new year. We're going to pick our team and eventually take out the Empire. It's going to happen. Believe that. We're going to get out there. We're going to be running. We're going to do the damn thing. We are going to travel the path less taken. Because when you do, you may discover hidden truth, buried secrets, and a whole new destiny. And speaking of discovering, Loot Crate has a brand new theme this month of January, and it is Discover. Loot Crate, the monthly subscription box service, which provides boxes of geek and gaming related merchandise and always includes a monthly t-shirt and pin. Right now, you can get a discount on your Loot Crate by going to lootcrate.com/SCNS Live and putting in the promo code SCNS Live at checkout, or just clicking the link in the description of this podcast below. Order by the 19th to receive the Discover Loot Crate, which includes items from Westworld, Rick and Morty, Harry Potter, and the X-Files. Don't miss out on this box of loot. You are not going to want to miss it. So, it's been a very busy couple of days for me, guys. New Year's was a lot of fun. I am receiving everyone's messages saying, hey, BC, where are you? All my friends are trying to get a hold of me, seeing if I survived New Year's. Well, guys, guess what? Obviously, I did survive New Year's. It was a very fun time. We had a very low-key time. Went and hung out with my friend Tierney and Nikki at their place, and got to see a bunch of my friends, and we just kind of hung out and had a good time. And everyone's wondering where I've been the last couple days. Well, to be honest with you guys, I've been busy. The new year hit. I immediately went back into work mode. I have stopped. I haven't really been responding to any messages, or I haven't been making any plans or anything, because I'm back on the grind. I'm back working. Like I said, I have a lot of goals this year. I want to get out to LA. I want to get out to AfterBuzz Studios. I want to get out to Collider Studios, get on Smo's No. I want to get out and catch some of the movie trivia Schmodowns live. I got a lot I want to do. I want to build this podcast. I want to build this YouTube, and that takes work, which normally means I kind of neglect friends and I kind of neglect relationships. So I do apologize if you have not heard from me. If you're worried about me, I am okay. I'm just working. I promise. Let me get my feet start going. Let me get everything back up and grinding, and everyone will start to see me out and about socializing a little bit. Not as much as I was in December and November, but you will get to see me a little bit more than you are currently, because I am very, very focused on everything I need to do. So, anyway, guys, we're going to jump into our first commercial break, and then when we come back, the Mad Zak is here to talk the best movies of 2017. Now, before we do, I'm going to let you know you're about to hear from Trey Mack of the Offshoots Radio Network. Good friend of mine, good buddy of mine, smart man, very talented. He's got a lot of great shows. He has built the Offshoots up. It is an incredible radio network. However, he is a little bit full of crap, because he had the balls to give Team Fisher the Marcus Rose Participation Award in the Offshoots Network. We should be running the table with those awards. Frankie is not only like the most talented wrestler in Texas, he's probably the most talented wrestler anywhere. He's Frankie freaking Fisher. Because of him, we have MPX. Because of him, the Texas independent wrestling scene is so strong, that is as strong as it is. This is an abomination on award shows. This is just, it's just wrong. But there's a lot of great stuff on the Offshoots Radio Network. So let's hear from Trey.
Hey everybody, this is Trey Mack from the Offshoots Radio Network, and I want to thank everyone for downloading this episode. Check out our list of shows that are also on the network. We have the Offshoots, of course, which is hosted by me, and we help promote the wrestling shows in the DFW area. And every once in a while, we journey outside of our own little market and promote wrestling from other ports of call. The bottom line is, we promote wrestling. Other shows on the network include the Lucha Lounge with Steve DeMarco, the former PCW heavyweight champion, now a part of Reality Wrestling's Creative, brings his own perspective on wrestling and life. BC brings his own show called It Is What It Is with the Jackass, our entertainment show where the former 4-time MPX Tag Team Champion talks TV, movies, sports, and everyday life. Cheap Pops just debuted on the Offshoots Radio Network, and like this show, it's taking on a following of its own. Join Thomas Barnes and his crew as they talk wrestling, music, and hijinks. Split Decision is our UFC/WWE show where Tommy and Big Kev drag me into their web of nonsense as they attempt to cover the goings-on in the UFC and help keep me updated on what's going on in the WWE. If you head over to theoffshoots.podbean.com, you can check out every single episode that has aired on the Offshoots Radio Network, including shows like The Nigel Rabbit Show, Talking Smack with Christopher Hayden, Still Famous, God Makes Beautiful Things, show recaps, and much, much more. We can be found on iTunes and Google Play, so for those who have iPhones or Samsung, you have no excuse. Plus, we are on platforms like Podbay, Stitcher, Player FM, Podcast Addict, and every once in a while, you'll find us circling out there on iHeartRadio. Come like us at the Offshoots Radio Network on Facebook. Of course, other shows have their own page as well. Join the conversation, be a part of our small little world as it gets bigger and bigger each day.
All right, welcome back. I'm back once again with the one, the only, the Mad Zak. Find him on Twitter at THAMADZAK. Mad Zak, welcome back, baby.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Man, it's been like forever. It's like I haven't seen you in so long.
Holidays, man. That's what happens. That's just what happened.
Of course, we didn't record this all in one sitting.
No.
Why would we do that?
No, that would be time efficient. That'd be time efficient. That'd be smart. We're not any of those things.
Definitely not smart. That's for damn sure. We're dumb as hell.
Yeah.
So, all right, we are going to do our best of 2017 now. Last week we talked our top 5 worst films of 2017. Now we're going to talk our top 10 best films of 2017. This one was a fun list. I really enjoyed this. What we're going to do is Zach will do his number 10. I'll do my number 10. Zach will do his number 9. I'll do my number 9. If we have duplicates, if we have the ones that are the same, we will punt, which I took from the Top 10 show on the Schmoes Know Plus podcast channel, hosted by John Roca and Matt Nost, where we will punt it and talk about whoever has it lower on the list. So,
and also, if my daughter decides to walk over here in the studio real quick, she's going to give her top 3.
Oh, yeah, totally.
If it happens.
Totally welcome to bring her in and bring in her top 3 films of the year. So, all right, we will start out with Zach. You start out with your number 10, man. What do you got? Or actually, first, do you have any honorable mentions that didn't make the list?
Some of my honorable mentions would have to be like Ninjago.
Yeah, okay.
Only because I'm such a big Lego movie fan. I didn't feel like obviously it was as strong as the other two.
Yeah.
But you're also comparing it to Lego Batman and the Lego movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's some hard things to compare it to. So I really enjoyed Ninjago. Dunkirk is not on my list because I have not seen it yet. So I'm honorably mentioning that. And the other honorable mention is going to have to be Jumanji.
Yeah, because I haven't.
I know, I'm just messing with you. That is not on my list. That is not on my list, BC.
I don't know if it would make my list.
Nor will it.
I didn't get to see it. Jumanji is one of the ones I haven't seen yet. I will say
it's like a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I know. I just haven't had a chance to see it.
Oh.
I haven't had a chance to see that. I haven't had a chance to see something else came out last week with Jumanji that I kind of wanted to go see, but I didn't go see.
The Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman.
That I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, I didn't get. That's not on there because I haven't seen it. Don't Breathe. I still haven't seen.
Don't Breathe.
Yeah. I have it. I bought it. I just haven't watched
really?
it yet. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Wind River, I didn't get to see. And The Big Sick, I haven't got to see yet.
Blade Runner would be another honorable mention for me as well.
Oh, see, I didn't see Blade Runner yet either.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? I watched the first Blade Runner, and I didn't really like it.
Yeah, I've heard that with a lot of people. They're like, no.
Again, these are going to be our favorite movies of the year. Maybe not like the best films made. These are not the order of like what we thought were the best films. These are just our favorites of the year, our top 10 favorites. So, all right, Zach, go ahead. Number 10, kick us off.
Number 10 is going to have to be Spider-Man Homecoming.
We're definitely punting on that one.
Yeah.
If that's at number 10, we are definitely going to punt. I have a feeling we're going to punt a lot of it. We're going to have things that a lot of the same.
This barely made my list.
Barely made the list. Oh my god, I hate you so much.
And
you'll find out why when we talk about Spider-Man.
This barely made my list. Okay, so what's your?
We'll jump to my number 10, and it is Split.
Oh, okay.
Is it on your list? No.
It is not on my list. It should have been.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of it's been a long year.
It has.
I keep forgetting.
And that was
movies,
one of the very first ones.
When movies kept happening in the beginning of the year, like someone said.
And Split is kind of one of those ones that was last year and this year. So where do you put it? What do you do with it?
Well, I keep forgetting Wonder Woman came out this year.
Yeah, that's on my list. That's a little ways down.
I know, but it's. I keep forgetting, like, it seems, like, because we had Justice League, so I'm like, oh, Wonder Woman that came out, like, so far long ago, so yeah.
But yeah, Split was so incredible.
It was good.
And that twist at the end, holy crap, like, that just got me.
M. Night Shyamalan, you're back.
Welcome back, M. Night.
He got his mojo back. He went back into the past where Austin Power Wars was and stole his mojo back.
James McAvory. So good in this.
His best role.
Absolutely. Oh, man, I love him as Professor X. He's...
You're telling me a man that can switch between and perfectly act between, like, 7 different personalities is not a better performance than, I don't need my mutant powers. I want to walk. You're telling me that's... You just shut the front door.
He does a good job in the X-Men movies.
But a better acting
That scene
performer.
in Days of Future Past where he talks to Patrick Stewart. That scene with Michael Fassbender on the plane.
Is one of the best. Oh! It's one of the best scenes in X-Men, period.
Yes. But yeah, so damn good. And a lot of it...
The girl was really good in it, too, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked
Anna
her.
Taylor-Joy, is that her name? Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked her. Is she in Pitch Perfect 3? She's the girl that's in Pitch Perfect 3.
I don't know. I have never seen any of the Pitch Perfect movies.
What?
And that's the other one that came out with Greatest Showman and...
Yeah,
Pitch Perfect. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, damn that crap.
Yeah.
No, I'm not watching those.
That's insane.
But, all right, number 9. What do you got?
My number 9 is going to be... Oh, I don't know. This one's going to be a hard one. It's like my fantasy draft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going between two different things, trying to figure out what's really going to do it. I think it's going to be this nice little indie film that came out. It's called Logan. No, I'm messing with you. No, it's called Free Fire. I'm just messing with you guys.
Free Fire?
Yes.
All right, now I don't know this one. What is it?
So Free Fire is another A24 film that came out with Brie Larson, Armie Hammer. It was directed by a guy named Ben Wheatley. He did The Kill List. And basically just think of like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Good movie.
Of just complete, utter insanity, gunfire. It kind of like how Baby Driver had that secret, how like gunfire synchronized with like scenes and music a little bit. It had a lot of that flavor of it. It was kind of like back in the 90s where you just want to turn off your brain and just go see a good shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
That's what this movie was for me. It was shot very well because it's an A24 indie film, so it's shot beautifully. So I absolutely loved it.
It sounds great. It sounds like one that I'm going to need to see. Before I do my number 9, we should have done this before we even started. Let's guess. Guess what you think my number 1 is.
Wait, your number 1?
Yeah, and I'm gonna guess what I think yours is, and we'll find out. We won't tell you. We'll find out when we get down there. Take a guess. What do you got?
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Okay. Good
Or
guess.
it's either that or Star Wars. I don't know.
I'm gonna say that yours is Baby Driver. That's gonna be my guess for your favorite of the year, but we'll wait and find out. My number 9.
That's a good guess.
Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
I loved this movie.
I'm saying I didn't. I'm just like...
Not in the top 10? You didn't put it in there?
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Yeah, well, if it's in there, I have the punt.
No.
You're doing your list as we go, aren't you?
No, actually, I had my top 5, like, my top 5 is
Okay.
locked. It's these bottom ones that I've kind of had some trouble with.
Dude, I just thought...
Like, for example, Beauty and the Beast, I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah. Growing up on that movie, I just really enjoyed it. And I understand that Emma Watson she's kind of lip singing, and they did the whole little Jay-Z auto-tune stuff to her. But I just enjoyed it so much. Josh Gad as LeFou is some of the best casting ever. And Luke Evans, Gaston.
He nailed it, man.
Nailed it.
Everyone's
So
like, I
damn
want
good.
Hugh Jackman. I'm like, of course, Hugh Jackman can do anything, people.
Yeah.
Let someone else do something for a change.
Exactly. And Luke Evans was perfect. So.
Yeah.
All right. Number 8. What do you got?
My number 8 is going to be this. I'm not sure if it was a released film, but I know it's on Netflix.
Okay.
And it's in a lot of other people's tops, and it was a very big surprise. It's called IiWiIJA. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
IiWiIJA.
IiWiIJA. I literally turned it on because I was like, what is this big hippopotamus thing with this little Asian girl? I turned it on, and it's about them wanting to grow these super cows. Like these cows / hippopotamuses things, and they send them all around the country to the best farmers, and they got to grow them to the biggest size to see who can, which one has the best conditions for these animals.
Yeah.
And this girl in Japan grows like the biggest one, and they have this TV personality played by Jake Gyllenhaal, who goes around and he's the one who goes and looks at him, does all the measurements, and he's like, "Hi, my name's Terry Sanders. This is really great. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at the side folds." And then they turn off the camera and he goes, "What the fuck is this? Oh my gosh, it's so hot! I can put a dick in my mouth right now," and just like fluttering his shirt and waving a fan on him. And I'm like, oh, it's so funny.
I had no idea Jake Gyllenhaal was in that.
Yeah. It's really funny. The chick who plays Tilda Swinton's in it.
Yeah.
There's a bunch, Jake Gyllenhaal in it, like, makes the movie. But yeah, it is kind of like your Lilo and Stitch. It's kind of like your nameless, speechless creature is in danger and the humans trying to save it. I really, really enjoyed this movie. You know what? You guys probably watch it and probably not agree, but for a movie that you just turn on randomly and start, it floored me. So it left a pretty big impression with me. And guess what? It wasn't too over the head with the PETA stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't over the head with the animal rights stuff.
Yeah.
At all. It was kind of it was pretty fleshed out. And as far as I know, I think it was a Netflix original.
Yeah, it was. It was definitely a Netflix original.
So
that was one that I wanted to see and have yet to watch yet. But it was. I did hear it was really good.
It was really good.
So, all right, my number 8 is Power Rangers.
We're gonna have to punt.
We're gonna punt. All right. Number 7. What do you got?
My number 7 is going to have to be Detroit.
Oh my God.
I really love Detroit.
See, Detroit is one of those movies that I think it was a great film. Well made, well directed, well acted. Everything in it. This is an Oscar caliber film.
Yeah.
I will never watch it again.
Why?
It's just too heavy.
It is. It is a really heavy film.
It's just one of those ones that I'm like, I just, because like what is her name that directed it? Oh God.
Patty Jenkins.
No, she did.
That's sexist of me. That's the only woman
she
directing
did. She did. Oh God, she did one of the best movies of all time, Point Break. Oh my God, what's her damn name?
The new Point Break?
No. Are you kidding me? That was terrible.
I was asking.
Oh my God, that was just, Kathleen Bigelow.
Got it.
And she does such a good job of making you feel like you're on that wall with them. And there is nothing that you can do about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I loved it. I'm really glad to see John Boyega like step into a really amazing role. Like, he did like a Netflix original movie that came out that just wasn't that great.
Yeah, it looked really good though.
It looked really good. I just kind of flopped. Ever since Attack the Block and Star Wars, where do you go from there?
Yeah.
So I'm glad to kind of see him in this role. I just thought it was. I thought it was a great American culture history piece.
Yeah.
That's the thing I really loved about it. Each performance was absolutely amazing. Shot really well. That's why it's on my list.
Yeah, it was rough. It was just too hard for me to watch. So that's why I couldn't bring myself to watch it, to ever watch it again. It's such a great movie, but all right, my number 7 is Get Out.
We're going to have to punt.
Oh, we're punting again. All right. Number 6. What do you got?
My number 6 is going to be... I just had it.
Just had it?
No, I literally just had it. Like, I was looking at it in my head. Is going to be Power Rangers.
Okay, there we go. That's the one that I had on there. We punted from earlier.
Yep.
My number 7.
Couldn't remember if it was this one or the next one. I had Power Rangers. So, I wish this could be higher.
Yeah.
But we did actually have so many good other films that came out this year.
That's the only reason it's so low on mine, too.
Because this would be such a guilty pleasure of mine.
It's just a fun movie.
It's so much fun. The actors in it all kill it.
Yes.
The only thing bad about this movie is somewhat of the narrative.
Yeah.
But even then, look at Power Rangers as a whole. There's only so much they could do to polish that turd.
Yeah. Right?
You know what I mean? So, that actor, I forgot his name. He's the one from Australia. The one that played the Red Ranger.
Decree Montgomery.
Yeah. He was phenomenal in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like, I think, because what happened was he was the only one recruited for their role. Everyone else had to try out.
Yeah.
He was recruited, called at a McDonald's at 2 o'clock in the morning with a beer. When we saw that interview, everyone's like,
yeah.
You drink beer at McDonald's in Australia? He's like, yeah, if you bring it. And he did that, and then he got into Stranger Things, and I think he's here to stay. Like, he was doing Australian soaps before this.
Yeah.
And I think I'm excited to see him. Dude, Becky G. The only person that was bad was Rita Repulsa.
And she wasn't bad. It's just she felt like she was in a different movie.
Yeah, and she was. She was in a completely different movie than everybody else. That's from what it seemed. You know what I mean? Make my monster grow! Like, me and my daughter run through Toys R Us all the time, and every time we see a Goldar toy, she just goes, make my monster grow! And, like, throws it on the ground. Everyone's like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
It was shot so well. Like, come on, if you would have told me, hey, we're having a live-action Power Rangers joke, and in the first 5 minutes we're having a joke about jerking off a cow, I would have been like, no.
Yeah.
But it worked. Like, it really, really worked for me. I loved how Zordon was a dick.
Yes.
Like, Zordon was
Bryan Cranston was perfect.
And the only thing that I'm really sad about is that they did not film his parts with the cast.
Really?
He filmed his parts completely separately away from them. He was just in a room recording his lines.
Oh, yeah.
Which, it still worked. But I just wish that was the case. They had to redo all of Bill Hader's lines. So Bill Hader's lines weren't even with the cast. So I felt like some of that stuff could have played out a little bit better. I didn't mind Alpha 5. I don't know why everyone...
I liked Alpha.
I don't know why everyone hit shit on him. Like, it was great. The suits were sick. I wish we would have gotten more time with these characters as Rangers.
Yeah. But, I mean, and what sucks is the fact that it didn't make that much money.
Dude,
so it's not going to get a sequel.
Do you really think we won't?
I think it's done. I think we would have had some kind of announcement, I would think, by now. Which sucks. I mean, they gave Turtles a sequel, which I enjoyed the sequel to it, and I think I would have enjoyed another Power Rangers movie.
Just going to be really sad about all this. If you look at... I was looking at this the other day, because I help manage a YouTube channel where this guy does Pokemon card unboxing. So I'm looking at, like, how much people search between Pokemon, Ninja Turtles, and Power Rangers, right? Like, all 90s properties.
Yeah.
Pokemon destroys everything.
Yeah.
Then it's Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. But if you look at the movies, Power Rangers is going to be the best one, has no sequels. Ninja Turtles is the shittiest one, no sequels. Pokemon's going to be the worst one with a live-action Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
And yet, that one's going to probably get 10 sequels.
Yeah, probably.
This world is going to shit, BC.
You
Where's my Power Rangers sequel?
I know. You can tell me. I was so excited. We're going to get Tommy, and nope, not getting it.
I wanted to know who they just casted for it. Because you know they had somebody lined up.
Yeah.
I want to see that. Come on, just... You know what? You're not making a sequel? Just give me everything you got. Give me the concept art. Give me the... I want to see the Dragon Zord concept art. Like, give it to me. Just let me see
because those Zords were so different.
Let me see Zed. I want to see what you had for Zed. Oh my gosh.
So, all right, let's jump into 10, 9, 8, 7. My number 6.
Ian McKellen is Zed. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that would have been good. my number 6, Justice League. Are we punting? Are you having it on the list?
Nope.
You didn't put it on the list?
This is my next one. No, this is my next one.
This is your number 5?
Yeah.
All right, so my number 6, your number 5. It's such a good movie. I had so much fun with this.
Yeah, and let me remind you guys, this is our own personal list.
Yes.
This is not in any way, shape, or form us saying, like...
these are the best movies.
Yeah.
But it was just a fun movie. I just enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I mean, mustache, CGI no mustache notwithstanding.
That is the only thing that bugged me. Have you seen the photos where the mustache was in it?
No.
I'll have to show you them later.
That's funny.
Like,
I can't wait.
Everyone's like, they should have just kept it. And I'm like, I looked at it, I'm like...
No, why would Superman have a mustache? Absolutely not.
He could have a beard.
Yeah. He
cannot have a Burt Reynolds porno stash.
But Ben Affleck, he was so good. I loved Ben Affleck. I thought he was a great Batman. I'm really... he never should have come out and said that he was probably not going to be Batman. And none of this, he should have kept it all to himself until the movie was out.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what kind of hurt the box office.
No. I don't think so.
You don't think that hurt the box office?
No. I don't think the average film fan ever reads any of that crap.
Yeah, but, I mean, the non-average, because they didn't get the non-average film fan either.
No, you're right.
They got a good amount of us. They made money.
Yeah.
It is a successful movie, but it's not nearly as successful as the first time the Justice League is on the big screen should be.
No, it shouldn't. And, yeah, I think there was a lot of issues. I think Joss Whedon, Zack Snyder thing was a big issue with all of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, actually, you know what? Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Because I think people were hopeful since Joss took it over. I'm not sure.
Which is really weird with the whole we want Snyder cut and everything. I'm like, you guys hated him with BVS.
It's the same thing with Star Wars, man. It's like, that is such a copy of Star Wars. Where's the originality? That's too original. Take it away from canon. You know what I mean? It's the same discussion back and forth. So I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Every single performance I absolutely loved. The only thing that I hated again was the fact that, like, the guy who played Steppenwolf, obviously, that CGI was god awful.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Everyone keeps saying, it didn't really bother me. I don't know why.
The hell out of me.
Cyborg bothered me more than he did.
And when I go see a movie like Star Wars, and Snoke sitting in front of me looks like he's real, that looks like it's almost practical effects, I'm like, dude, like, come on, Justice League. But the one thing I didn't like was that Steppenwolf didn't even record his lines with the actors or anything like that. He recorded his lines in a sound booth by himself, and it's like some banter or some interactions back and forth between them would have been good. Like, I really feel like that's needed for chemistry within a film.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ezra Miller was a huge standout for me. The Pet Cemetery, just all the pop culture references that he did. Favorite part of the movie. Like, I geeked the fuck out for this, is when Superman comes back to life. He's putting the hurt on everyone. He's holding, like, Aquaman on one arm, Wonder Woman on the other arm, and Flash is like, I'm just going to go get him, and his head starts to turn as he gets up to Flash, and Flash's face is like,
oh, crap.
Oh, my gosh. And I'm like, oh, dude, I literally geeked out in the middle of the movie, like, threw my hat on the ground. I was like, ah! And everyone just thought I was, like, having a heart attack. And I, like, sat back down on my feet. And I was just like, I geeked out so hard. Wonder Woman, like, going across all the people, catching all those bullets. That CGI looked great. There was a lot of geeked out moments for me, and I absolutely loved it.
I marked out every single time the Batman 1989 theme played.
Yes,
that was so dope, man. I every time I'm hitting people next to me. I'm like that's Batman from '89,
dude. And he was I love Ben Affleck as Batman.
Batfleck is great.
I love it. How about that line of where he knocked Steve Trevor? I can't remember.
I don't remember the exact line either, but yeah.
I hated it at first, and then I sat there and I was like, I can't remember what I was doing, but maybe I was reading a comic or I was watching another animated Justice League movie, and I was like, you know what? That's exactly what he would say.
Exactly.
That's exactly what he would say.
And Wonder Woman almost beats his ass.
Yeah. That's exactly what he would say.
And I even like the scene after Superman finally leaves, after they call in the big guns, who I swear to God, I thought it was going to be Martha. I was like, oh my God, it's going to be Martha. Please say the big gun is Martha.
No.
Martha. And it was Lois.
So the other thing that was kind of messed up, there was a big discrepancy between when Flash came back in Batman v Superman was like, Lois is the key. Yeah. Was he referencing that?
I don't know.
I think he was referencing that because if they brought him back to life and he was evil, then he goes to Darkseid's side. Is that what they were saying?
Possibly, yeah.
Because I need to read up on this because supposedly there was like some huge mix-ups in the editing of all this because that's how it was kind of maybe supposed to be. I'm not sure. But dude, if they would have had Martha come out, the movie would have been worse. Everyone's like, "Oh, Martha's the key."
See, I would have laughed. I would have thought it was absolutely hilarious.
No, I would have lost it. Almost like the time and that scene in The Last Jedi I told you about, I almost walked out of the theater.
Well, speaking of The Last Jedi, it is my number 5.
What the?
Yeah.
What?
Yep, it is a little lower than it should be.
What?
I know. Yep. But do you have it higher on the list?
Yeah, we're gonna have to punt.
We're gonna have to punt, and we'll get to it. But it is my number 5. So, hey, Jackass Nation, we're gonna get right back to the action. But first, we gotta pause for just a minute and give thanks to some of my sponsors that help us make this show incredible. So, give me 1 second. We're gonna talk to the sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jordan Hart, and I am the owner and sole doctor at Athletic Edge Chiropractic. And at Athletic Edge, we offer a variety of services to help you basically be the best that you can be. So we are a chiropractic office. We offer full chiropractic services, including extremity work, as well as a variety of soft tissue techniques and deep tissue laser therapy. So if you're in need of some body work, give me a call, 214-883-9550. My email is drhartdfw@gmail.com.
Hey guys, I'm JCX.
And I'm Cora.
And thanks for listening to It Is What It Is.
But if you'd like to be enticed visually and audioly,
Audioly?
it's a word we're in the South.
Okay, I'll let you have it. You can watch us Thursdays, 8 p.m. Central, youtube.com/SCNS Live.
You can also check us out everywhere else on the internet, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SCNS Live.
So like our page, follow us, and watch our show.
And of course, keep on nerding.
All right, number 4 then. What do you got?
My number 4 is Get Out.
All right, that was my number 6.
Yeah. My number 4 is Get Out.
No, 7. My number 7.
Yeah, this might have made it higher on my list. I actually can at one point.
Oh my god, if that's your number 4, I'm so intrigued to see what is not on your list. Wow. Okay. No, never mind. I think I might know. Well, yeah, I'm intrigued. Okay, go on. Holy crap, my mind's getting blown right now. Wow. All right.
So, Get Out was at a number 1 spot when I first made this list.
Yeah.
It was my number 1 spot. It got knocked down just a little bit because I'm like, I think I just got overwhelmed with the hype of it because the other day I watched this video where Jordan Peele answers Get Out theory questions on Wired. It was actually really good. Some of them were so good he was like, yes, that is what I meant to do. He didn't mean to do that at all. Get Out was such a great original piece. Anytime anyone's like, why are they coming out with another reboot? Why are they rehashing this? Why are they making an all-women's Ocean's 8? Why are they doing an all-women's Ghostbusters?
Bad. I didn't like the trailer.
I didn't even know it was Oceans until the end of the trailer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, never mind. So, if you want to support original properties, go see movies like Get Out.
Yeah.
It was not even really horror. It was like an ultimate suspense, mind-bending thriller, and I can't wait to see what else Jordan Peele does.
Absolutely.
It just, from start to finish, there's so many nuances and clues, and guess what? It gets better with rewatches. I hate rewatching movies. I love rewatching this movie, and that's why it's at that spot.
It's an intense, awesome film, and I loved it so much. Yeah, man, Get Out is just it's one of those ones that's just incredible, and it's always going to be with me. I already got it. It's in my horror movie watch. It made me not ever want to date another white girl again, though. And I'm not even black, but I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Don't worry about it.
I'm good. I'm gonna find the girls with a little bit of color in them.
All right, so my number 4, and this is difficult. These top 4 are really difficult for me, and I may regret this, but I'm putting number 4. I'm putting Wonder Woman at number 4.
Really?
Are we? You got it higher?
No.
No, you have it at number 3, or
no?
You don't have it on the list?
I do not.
Oh my god! How do you not have Wonder Woman on the list? It was so good.
It was.
It was like one of the best origin movies.
It was
ever.
It was, and it probably should have brought it up in my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
But really, when I broke down this list, I was like, I don't have room for it. And then I was like, well, it needs to be here. And I was like,
yeah.
I don't want to put it
Dude,
there.
I enjoyed that.
It's not on my list.
Oh my God. No Man's Land.
Yes.
One of the coolest scenes ever in any superhero movie.
It is, but the scene doesn't make a movie.
Oh my God. Oh. And everyone has the argument with the end with her fighting Trash Man.
Ares?
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. I didn't mind it.
I like the twist of who Ares was.
See, I didn't like that.
But, because I didn't see it coming, that's why.
I loved it. Like, to be honest, man, it should have been on my list. I just couldn't bring myself. Maybe Detroit. I probably should have replaced it with Detroit.
Yeah.
But I just am like, I wanted it to be different. It's going to be on everyone's top 10. I was like, man, I'm really going to argue about switching this out for my, like, number 7 or 8. I'm like,
yeah.
You know what? No, I'm good.
And Gal Gadot, who I didn't think I was going to like. And again, I don't buy her as Wonder Woman. She's really good in the role. She's incredible in the role. But when I look at her, I don't see her as Wonder Woman. I can see her as a Greek warrior in, like, the 300 movies. I totally buy that. But I feel like when I look at Wonder Woman, I should be afraid that this woman's going to kick my ass. And Gal Gadot might be able to kick my ass. But when I look at her, I don't say, you can kick my ass.
Well, I'd rather take her than someone like Gina Carano. Even because if Gina Carano played her,
it would not have been as good. And Gal was great in the role.
Yeah, so I'm fine. Yeah. I'd rather switch a more realistic physique for acting ability. Yeah. So I'm okay with that. Because I originally did want Gina Carano as Wonder Woman.
So did I. Yeah. I love Gina Carano. All right, so...
And then I saw her in Deadpool, and I was like, no, I'm good.
I loved her in Deadpool, man.
A more angry Rosie O'Donnell.
All right, number 3. What do you got?
My number 3 is Star Wars.
Okay. See, you're getting mad at me for putting it at 5.
It should just be up there a little bit more.
I mean, come on. It was so good.
You're telling me Wonder Woman is better than Star Wars?
I don't know.
You're high, man.
Well, see, because here's the thing. With Star Wars is something that I got to see it multiple times, and because I'm always over-analyzing it,
How many times
overthinking
have you seen
about
it?
I've only gotten to see it twice by this point. By the time this actually airs, I will have seen it probably 4 or 5. So, honestly, it could have been higher on the list by the time this actually airs.
Yeah.
But I loved it so much, but it was so different than any Star Wars movie I've ever seen. And I've had to think so much about different things in it and really get more in depth into it.
It's so different. It's just so different.
And I loved it.
My mind can't even fathom the difference of
It's
it.
not. I am not a hipster. Shut your mouth. But
it's not my Star Wars.
It is totally my Star Wars, and I'm not with the people that are like, "That's not my Luke." Even Mark Hamill's like, "That's not my." It was a perfect Luke to me. I loved it,
dude. Mark Hamill's iteration of what he wanted Luke to be was like this big, heroic, like powerful Jedi that just comes and saves the day. It's like, well, then why is he in exile if the guy is like this big, powerful badass?
Yeah.
Like, why isn't he leading the army?
And he is powerful. Like, you see the power he has in that movie.
Yeah.
But,
like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, Mark, your character, your vision of what Luke is done.
Yeah. And it's just, these top 4 movies to me, top 5 movies to me, they're all so incredible. Like, these are all great, like awesome movies that I'm going to love forever. All top 5 of these. Wonder Woman, Jedi, and my next 3. So,
yeah. I loved it. Because we're talking about my number.
Yeah, your number 3. And my number 5.
That's right. My number 3 was just, it deserves its spot.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not number 1.
Yeah.
But
Force Awakens was my number 1.
Some year. Other movies, which is crazy to me.
I love Force Awakens.
But I absolutely love Last Jedi. The second showing, I caught a lot more
so
stuff.
So much more. And because my first showing, I didn't like the humor as much. I thought it was a little too heavy-handed and a little too Marvel-y. But the second viewing, it it seemed to flow a lot better because I guess my expectations weren't there so high, and I wasn't so stressed. Like, oh, please be good. I'm always on edge the first time I see a new Star Wars movie because I'm like, oh my god, is this going to be Attack of the Clones or is this going to be?
So one joke that almost all the jokes did land for me the second time. Remember the first time I told you I almost walked out of the theater when he threw the lightsaber behind his back. Yeah. I literally almost got up and just said, "Fudge this," and laughed. The one joke that did not land for me this time around, the Canto Bite stuff.
That's what kept it. That's what dropped it down to 5 for me because I hated it.
I hate all the Canto Bite stuff,
and I didn't like Rose's character. And
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I just didn't love it, and I didn't like the chemistry with John Boyega.
I hate Benicio del Toro and his character.
I didn't mind him.
Like, I got the point.
Yeah,
I really think it's funny that Disney's talking about capitalism. Like, Disney's the one shining the light on capitalism. Hey, we just bought Fox. Like, really? So, I think that's kind of ironic. But the one joke that did not land for me the second time was the shirtless joke.
Yeah, I liked that.
And do you know why they said they did that? They said because they wanted to tell the audience, like, that they could physically see each other and hear each other.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but isn't there something else that you could have done?
Yeah, I already got that. Like, to me, like, I already got the...
Yeah, like, you didn't need to say, like, can you put on a shirt?
Yeah.
Which, Adam Driver, boy, you got a weirdo-looking face, but, dude, you were kind of yoked.
Dude was yoked. Like, I was like, wow.
Well, the guy was in the Marines.
Yeah.
So the guy knows how to, put some weights up.
Yeah.
Which his TED Talk, if you ever get to listen to it, it's about him transferring between being a Marine to civilian life.
I saw a clip of it. It was that was really
It's
good.
really he could have served 5 tours if he wasn't discharged for health reasons. So that's my number 3.
Yeah. My number 3, Thor Ragnarok. What is it not on your list? What the hell? How is that possible? It was so incredible. Oh my, you are blowing my mind. I cannot wait to see what your 2 and 1 are. Well, no, I think I know one of them. I think I know one of them. But oh my god. Thor Ragnarok was so much fun. It was the Hulk I've always wanted. Like, I didn't know that I've always wanted.
Yeah.
And it was so incredible, man.
It was good.
And the humor, every single piece of humor hit so well. Loki on complete point. I loved him. I even like Cate Blanchett. I think she's one of the few times Marvel's got a villain right.
It was good. To be honest, when this was on my list at one point, it was around that 7-8 range.
Yeah.
And I just was like...
Oh my god. I'm so mad at you
right now. I didn't want to be like the stereo... I felt like those were just such easy picks. Like, of course that's a good movie. I wanted to highlight some of my really favorite movies. Like, if I really put up... what was one of the ones later on my list that I forgot about? Like, if I put up...
Beauty and the Beast and...
that was your list. I didn't put Beauty and the Beast on mine.
That's what I'm saying.
But if I put, like, Get Up and Get Out and Thor together...
Yeah.
I enjoyed both. I enjoyed both, but, like, I want to highlight, like, how well I really thought Get Out was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. Like, the director, Taika
Waititi.
Yes, he's one of my favorite directors of all time. Did you hear they're doing a TV series of his vampire movie?
Really?
Yep, they're doing the werewolf sequel and the TV series.
Okay.
He's one of my favorite directors of all time. This probably should have made it on my top 10 list, but I just wanted to highlight some of the other films that really stood out to me that aren't going to probably make other people's because of movies like Wonder Woman and Thor are going to kind of take up those spots. I wanted to highlight some of the movies I thought that really... I enjoyed equally as much, but I thought deserved the spot.
Whatever, you're pretentious and weird. All right, number 2. I'm really... What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Baby Driver.
Oh my god, I was wrong! Alright. Okay, and I think that means we're gonna have the same number 1.
We're gonna have the same number 1?
I think so.
We saw this movie together.
Yeah, baby, we did see it together.
We saw it together.
The poster's right there on my wall.
You saw how much I geeked out for this film. Like, before and after, I think you almost looked at me and were like, dude, you need to, like, calm down before we saw it. You're like, I think you're going to, like, you might, you know, you need to heave your expectations here. It's about a kid in a car. And I was like, no, dude, it's Edgar Wright. Like, no, I'm so hard right now. Let's go. And I came out just as pumped as I did when it came out. It's amazing because Edgar Wright, dude, my blood was rushing. That scene where that Bronco and the cop car go head to head and they're like pushing on each other. Like, I've never felt so much excitement in the film than I did that. I've never felt like such an emotional roller coaster of how the music went with the action throughout the whole film.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx just was a scary dude. And you know what? No matter what thing you watch, Kevin Spacey's always a scary dude.
Yeah.
Even in the real life. So
Exactly.
You know what? Absolutely loved it. I'm so glad that I got, what's his name? The lead actor.
Ansel Elgort.
He got nominated for a Golden Globe.
Yeah.
Totally deserved it. I don't think it got nominated for anything else, did it?
Not that I know of.
I think it was just that, but it should have.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. Yeah.
Well, I was wrong. I thought that was going to be your number one, but you were wrong too, because Last Jedi was my number 5, and Spider-Man: Homecoming is my number 2. You didn't like Spider-Man: Homecoming? Michael Keaton was the Vulture. He was so good in that role, and this is the best. Like, this is Spider-Man.
That's why it was my number 10.
Yeah.
Like, Thor was great. Thor had its moments. It wasn't like Thor was great, but Michael Keaton, I just geeked out because you're right. Michael Keaton being Michael Keaton,
Yes.
was great. I love Tom Holland. I loved all of it, dude. Don't get me wrong. It's one of the best. It is the second best Spider-Man movie there is.
Yeah. I every time I watch it, I'm like, I get closer and closer to
Like, dude, it made my list. It beat out Wonder Woman and Thor. Like, don't get me wrong.
Every time I watch it, I get closer and closer to thinking I might like it more than Spider-Man 2. And that's a high praise, because Spider-Man 2, I think, is still one of the best comic movies made.
Yeah, it jumps that line for me. The only thing I did not like about it was just I want the MJ question answered.
Yeah,
That's
I hope that's not Mary Jane.
And that's nothing about the film. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at it as a film, that has nothing to do with it. So, you hope that's not Mary Jane?
Yeah, I hope that's not Mary Jane.
I want it to.
No,
because you can't end the film saying, my name's MJ, and then the next movie being like, oh, wait, never mind.
No, I just hope
MJ.
it's something else. Like, it's someone else, different. Because I loved the character. I thought Zendaya was a great character. But that's not Mary Jane to me. At all.
They're trying to revamp her, dude.
And that's what I don't like that.
She's got to be a hipster.
Like, I don't mind. Like if you want to make Mary Jane, if Zendaya was going to play Mary Jane, I would have been fine with her playing Mary Jane, but that wasn't Mary Jane to me.
Well,
that's not who Mary Jane is at all.
Well, here's the issue. How many films do you think Tom Holland's going to do with Spider-Man that are solo Spider-Man films? 3, probably, right?
Probably, yeah.
What are you going to do? Have a Zendaya movie and then all that character? Like, because are they going to do Gwen Stacy at all? Or get rid of it?
I don't know.
Are they going to do Mary Jane?
It could be
I don't know.
It could be a completely brand new character, and I'm fine with it.
Is he just going to be fucking 3 women? Like, I don't...
Bro, he's in high school, man.
Sorry. I did a lot of weird stuff. I didn't have sex with 3 women. I wanted to. I thought about it a lot.
All right. Well, before we do our number ones, that I think we have the same, but do we want to bring in someone to tell her number one, her top 3?
Yep. We'll go grab her.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and welcome on to It Is What It Is for the first time ever, Little Bit McKinley. What's up, baby?
Hi, I want to do my top 3.
All right, what were your 3 favorite movies this year?
Star Wars, Justice League, and Thor.
And Thor. Star Wars, Justice League, and Thor.
But, Bubby, what was the number 1?
It was... That would have to be Justice League.
Justice League's your number 1? Why?
That's a good one to have. Why'd you like that one the most?
Because it had a new bad guy, and it was a wolf, and I've never seen a bad guy that is a wolf.
That's awesome.
You mean Steppenwolf?
Yes, Steppenwolf.
He wasn't a wolf.
His name is Steppenwolf. It counts.
Are you talking about who is your favorite hero?
That would have to be Wonder Woman and Aquaman.
And Aquaman. Those are two really strong choices.
What's your favorite part? What Aquaman does?
When he went into the ocean and he was talking to Batman.
Then the other movies you liked was. So your number 2 is, you like Thor or Star Wars better?
That would have to be Thor.
Thor, the one that your daddy didn't even put on the list.
Yeah, it happens.
I love Thor too. Thor was in my top 4.
Yeah, it was really funny.
It was hilarious.
Who's your favorite character in Thor?
That would have to be Valkyrie and Thor and Hulk and
Valkyrie was one of your very, very favorites, right?
yeah, even including Korg.
Korg, I loved Korg.
Hey, do your voice, Korg voice.
Hi, my name's Korg. You want to get on that ship real bad? You want to go?
That is incredible.
Hey, we're gonna get on that ship. You want to go? Hey, little rock paper scissors joke there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then your last one is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite characters in Star Wars?
Rey, Kylo Ren, and Snoke.
And Snoke.
You like Snoke?
Even including the Red Guard.
Oh, yeah, those Red Guards, they were cool.
Did you like that fight?
Yeah, it was really cool. It had fire, and they put, so much, even including porgs, too.
The porg, yeah, Chewie was eating the porgs.
Yeah, remember that part?
Do you think he ate the porg? He did? Yeah, you think he went around the corner and ate the porg?
Yeah.
I don't think he went around the corner. I think he stared right at that little porg and just ate that thing.
I think he did, too.
Well, thank you, darling, for coming on the show and letting us know your favorite movies.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime.
I'll get Ashley to start listeing, because now if I tell her, McKinley's on the show, because I know Ashley would actually, she listens to podcasts all day, she would listen to ours every week. You should listen to yours every week. I just need to give her a reason, so, cool. Perfect reason for her to start.
Yeah, and happy to have McKinley on. She did great. So proud of her. Such a great little kid. Love that little kid. So, all right, number 1, which I'm going to assume we have the same number 1.
Yes.
If we don't, then I hate you. But it's Logan.
Oh, no. That didn't make my list either.
You didn't put Logan on the
I'm just kidding, bro! I'm just kidding! I did it as a fake out this whole time, taking ones that may have not been on the list just for that joke. No, I'm just kidding. Logan's my number 1. Dude, I love crying in movies. I don't know why. I love, emotional, just tear-jerking things. And I didn't expect Logan to be that.
No.
And it was. And I don't want him coming back.
No, me neither.
For anything to do with Disney.
No.
I
would be fine with him doing some kind of cameo as Hugh Jackman. You know what I'm saying? Not as Logan, just being there somewhere, just a little nod, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
But the best ending that we've ever had for any superhero character. That's how you wrap up 17-year career?
Yeah. It was, and it kept him from a lot of other projects. Think about, what other films he could have been doing between this time. What other roles he could have been in, because he's such an amazing actor, but he was so tied up in this Wolverine role. You know what I mean? He missed out on quite a bit. So, the biggest thing that my question is that Logan and Wonder Woman are not in the Golden Globes, which they should have been.
Will they hit those Oscars?
Will they be in the Oscars at all? And, here's the thing... Will it be one of those situations like Matthew McConaughey where he won for kind of True Detective and Dallas Buyers Club? Will this kind of be, if he wins for The Greatest Showman, will it be for his work in Logan and The Greatest Showman? Because he's nominated for The Greatest Showman.
In the Globes and stuff?
In the Globes.
Yeah.
So, I don't care. I really don't care what movie's on the award.
See, I'm the opposite because I want Patrick Stewart in supporting. I think Patrick Stewart deserves
I totally agree.
A nomination.
one of the best things about this film that I thought was great, looking back on some of the behind the scenes, is that scene where she's showing him the comic inside the car and was like, hey, I need to go here. This is where I need to go. I need to go to Eden. And she's speaking to him in Spanish. That was all improv by the girl.
Really?
Him speaking to him in Spanish and all that, all improv by the girl.
She's incredible. And I can't wait to see where she goes next and what we get from her. Daphne Keene is her name. And
I hope they keep her in the X-Men universe.
I hope they keep an X-Men universe. I don't know what they're going to do with the X-Men universe.
Yeah.
Now that Disney's going to own it.
You think they're just going to reboot it?
That's what I would see them doing. Because you can't assimilate that storyline or that timeline into the MCU. It's not... Too much has happened that would affect the two worlds. So
yeah, but maybe they could recast her as a different character.
When you recast character, you don't bring people back like that. You go new blood.
I would. Come on, we're all thinking it. Like, think about that girl around like 18 years old.
Yeah, playing X-23,
and fully like trained X-23. Like, yeah, because she's not that far off. She's only like one more movie away. Like, if she did like her second movie in an X-23 film, that'd be like her second movie would be probably around 18 years old.
Yeah.
So you're like, I don't know. I was super excited for it. Like, one more kid movie, like a coming of age kid movie. Second movie, she's like 18, and then her last movie's like before she hits her, 30s, and that's kind of what I was thinking.
I would love to see that, and I think it would be incredible. And again, it's just Logan was just such a powerful film, and I bought it. I bought the Blu-ray noir version.
I bought the 4K version that had the noir version in it, and I didn't realize it when I bought it because I was like, I just want to get the 4K version. Yeah. And it had the noir version in it. Have you watched it in black and white yet?
Yes, I have, and it feels so much like an incredible, like a great Western. It's perfect.
Really?
Yeah, it's just it really does feel like one of those old school Westerns when you watch it in black and white.
All right, then I'm really excited to watch it. I hope the black and white version's in 4K. That would be an experience.
Yeah.
4K black and white version. I'm excited. Yeah, James Mangold, when they were like, because you have to remember, this is the same guy who did The Wolverine.
Which I loved The Wolverine until the last 15 minutes.
Yeah. The Silver Samurai.
That was it got real cartoony and stupid then. But up until that point, it was great.
So, we could probably point the Silver Samurai stuff, we can blame that on the studio, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
We're just going to blame it on the studio.
Yeah.
And James Mangold, so yeah, I was really skeptical. I was like, really? You guys are giving this guy another chance? Did The Wolverine even make money? Like, I don't know. Like, how is this even getting a sequel? I didn't get it, but I'm glad it did. It is definitely... And I don't even have to see... sometimes at the end of the year with all this Oscar stuff coming out, I'm like, you know what? This is my number one, but I don't know. I'm waiting on this. No, I don't need to wait on anything. I know this is my number one.
Yeah, it was such a good film, and I enjoyed it so much. So, all right, guys, those were our number ones. Thank you to Zach's daughter for coming on the show. That was a lot of fun to have her on here. Always difficult to record with little kids.
Yeah, she did a pretty good job. She came out and she's like, "Dude, good job." I was like, "You did a pretty good job." I was like, "You just need to get better, telling the things you liked and didn't like about it." She's like, "Oh yeah," because she does it. She does it in private conversations. Yeah. You just got to get her to do it live. So it was a lot of fun. Thanks for bringing her on.
Absolutely. All right, Zach, tell everyone in the Jackass Nation where they can find you.
You guys can find me at the Mad Zak. That's THAMADZAK. If you guys are going to see your films, if you guys are watching his films at home, and you guys want to live tweet me, hit me up. I'll watch the film with you. We'll live tweet together. I love live tweeting movies. I think it's so much fun. And it's awesome for the film community. I love when I'm watching a movie with somebody else and like, did that just happen? I'm like, the only time it doesn't work, I was like, oh, that guy gets stabbed? And they're like, no, wait, I'm 5 minutes behind you. And I'm like, dang it. But it is a lot of fun. Make sure you guys tweet me.
That's fun. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely check out Zach, and he should be back next week once again for our most anticipated list. So that'll be fun. We'll be right back after this next commercial break.
Cinelinx presents Channel Control, where Matt, BC, and I, Rob, get together and talk about TV news and give you our take on what's going on in TV land. We'll also take you channel surfing, where we talk about what shows we watched that week and what we've liked about it. find out what shows have been renewed or canceled, or just find out what TV series has been released on DVD, Blu-ray that week. Channel Control is a weekly YouTube show, so head on over, subscribe, check out our videos, give us a like, turn on your notifications so you know when our new shows are up, and you can also follow us at Channel Control on Twitter. And now, back to BC.
Thank you, Rob. It's so good to have you back. It's so good that Channel Control is once again returning, so you guys get ready. It's going to be a great new episode of Channel Control coming back next week. Be prepared for that. Right now, let's look at the box office, ladies and gentlemen. Now, last week I had The Last Jedi coming in at first with 35 million. Had Jumanji coming in second with 15 million. Pitch Perfect 3 coming in third with 8 million. Greatest Showman coming in fourth with 5 million. And Ferdinand coming in fifth with 2 million. Now, I was pretty close. I got all the order right. My numbers were a little bit off. Star Wars The Last Jedi ended up pulling in $52 million. Big ups to Star Wars. That's only a 26% drop. So that's incredible. Jumanji pulled in $50 million. So only $2 million less. Almost was able to take the number one spot from Star Wars The Last Jedi. Pitch Perfect 3 pulled in $16 million, almost doubling what I thought it was going to do. Only a 15% drop there. Greatest Showman pulled in $15 million, about $10 million more than I thought it, and Ferdinand was able to pull in $11 million. So I was pretty far off, to say the least there. This weekend's going to be another difficult weekend to kind of try and project. But, I think it's going to be okay. I think we're going to do all right. We're going to put some numbers in here. Some things are going to move, some things are not. The only new movie coming out is Insidious Chapter 4, The Last Key. I think that's what we're looking at there. So, and I hear great things about The Greatest Showman. It's probably going to do pretty well out there. Plus, all the money in the world came in, only brought in about $5 million. I don't think it's going to up its amount any, so it's going to stick around there. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stick with my number from last week for Star Wars, letting it only drop not a little bit less than 50%, and I'm going to give it $35 million this weekend for the number 7 spot. Number 1 spot. I don't know why I said 7. And then we're going to have Jumanji coming in at, we're going to say, $26 million. I think that's a good spot for it. A little bit under Star Wars. So, Insidious, I think it will open up at 16, a little bit less than its predecessor. Insidious Chapter 3 brought in about 22. So, I'm going to say Insidious is going to get about 16. Pitch Perfect and Greatest Showman coming in at 4 and 5. Now, these could swap each other. Greatest Showman could be 4th. Pitch Perfect could be 5th. Matter of fact, we're going to put Greatest Showman 4th and Pitch Perfect at 5th. Now, I think that they're both going to pull in around the $8 million mark. I think this is going to be a very, very, very close margin. But I think Greatest Showman will edge out Pitch Perfect just by just a little bit. Who knows? Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Get on Twitter, use the hashtag IiWiIJA, and let me know what you guys think. What are your top 5 box office predictions? Every show right here on the Jackass Nation is always absolutely free of charge for you, the audience, the listeners. I want to make sure that you never have to spend any money, and you always get to listen to any and everything that I put out there absolutely free. And I get to do that because of great sponsors. Sponsors like Amazon.com. Now, you already know what Amazon is. And to help out the Jackass Nation, all you have to do is click the link in the description of this podcast below. It will take you to Amazon.com, and Amazon will kick back a couple dollars for all the production costs just because you found, quote unquote, Amazon.com through the Jackass Nation. Go down to that link, click that Amazon.com link in the description of this podcast, and you'll send you straight to your Amazon. You're already logged in. You're getting points for everything you're buying. But because you click that link, they're saying, hey, they listen to the Jackass Nation. Let's continue to make sure they get to continually listen to the Jackass Nation absolutely free of charge. Now you can bookmark that link. That way next time you just got to go click on your bookmarks, click on your save links, boom, click it, it sends you there. But always make sure you're going there through the Jackass Nation, because that's the way that it helps out the podcast and keeps absolutely everything free of charge. Amazon.com gives you everything that you need. They are the world's most customer-centric company, and they are building a place where you can go and find and discover anything that you might want or need online. Whether it's Christmas presents, whether it's birthday presents, whether it's just something you want to get for yourself, you want to go to Amazon.com. And when you do so, click that link in the description of this podcast below, and you will be helping keep the Jackass Nation completely free of charge. I told you guys I was going to get you something a little bit new, make it a much smoother Amazon plug. So there's that, shouting out to the sponsors. Make sure to check out Amazon.com. All right, guys, I think it is time that I get up out of here. We get moving. We're about an hour and 15 minutes, so this was a very long episode. Next week, Zack returns. I want to thank the Mad Zak for showing up today and last week, for doing the worst last week and the best this week. I want to thank McKinley out there. Mad respect to her. Follow Zack on Twitter at the Mad Zak, ThaMadzak. Let him know what you thought about his list. Let him know what you thought about my list. Use the hashtag IiWiIJA. Don't forget to check out Cinelinks.com for all your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Make sure to check out the Offshoots Radio Network for all their incredible content. As well, this has been It Is What It Is with the Jackass. I am your host, the one, the only, your boy, the Jersey Jackass, B to the C. Do not forget, next week is the most anticipated films of 2018, so be prepared for that. Zack is back once again. Hit me up on all social media at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever it is you want to hit me up right then and there. You hear that go home music, so we are getting up out of here. Thank you all once again for downloading this episode. We will see y'all next week, and as always, it is what it is.
Thank you for listening to It Is What It Is with the Jackass. The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily reflect those of Cinelinks.com or the Offshoots Radio Network. We'll see you next time.